everybody, it's Bradley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Before we get started with today's video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. We are almost to 2,000 Bradley Vet babes, so please hit the subscribe button. That'll be so nice because I see y'all and we really are almost there. So let's do it. On to the video. Okay guys, so today's video, I wanted to talk about tips and tricks that you could do when it comes to purchasing wholesale clothing online for your boutiques, whether you sell regular or plus. But we're gonna specifically talk about plus because we plus over here. But so if you are interested in that, then keep watching the video. So guys, so just a little disclaimer before we start. These are not things that are like set in stone. I'm just giving you guys tips and tricks from my experience. So if you guys know or you don't, I have an online clothing brand called EVETTE. Hopefully I do something here because I didn't do that yesterday for Vlogmas Day 1. But Vlogmas Day 2, we're getting a little better. And sorry the video was late. I figured out a formula so I can get these videos out to you guys a little earlier. So my brand EVETTE is a clothing brand for my babes of all shapes and sizes. I have regular and plus size clothes. We have small, medium, large, extra large, 1, 2, 3, and some 4Xs. I will expand in the near future, but I've only been in business for 3 years, going on 4. I still have a lot more room to grow, so you got to give me time. But thank you so much to you guys who have been supporting, and I love you guys so much because every time you guys shop with me, that it means the world, and then that is just going to help me catapult the brand to where I want it to be. I do have a Cyber Week sale going on still. I'll leave it down below. I'm a shameless plug all day because this is my channel and that's what we do. Okay. Anyways, and also another shameless plug. If you are looking for an affordable plus size wholesale vendor and you're just starting out, I also have that too, because I share the ones that I started off with and I give you guys details on each one and then extra tips that I'm not talking about in today. So that's going to be on my personal website, bradleyevette.com. It's a digital download and I have a Cyber Week sale on there as well. That will be down below if you want to shop that as well. So yeah, and you'll get 5 vendors and you didn't have to search. Yes, so when it comes to purchasing wholesale clothes, first of all, be familiar with the websites. They're not going to look like obviously your retail standard stuff. Like if you're going to go on EVETTE and just shop for yourself, clearly it's going to look different if you're shopping wholesale. So one thing to understand when it comes to wholesale is that you'll have some places where you can get, they have, you know, wholesale companies that are here in the US, and then there's some international. So you figure out like in China pretty much, and you just figure out where you want to get your clothes from, for one. And two, I would also keep in mind of budget and keep in mind shipping, because sometimes shipping when you get stuff internationally can be a bitch depending where you get it from. There was a brand that I shopped at in the very early stages. It's not in the book because no, it was no, it's just no. I purchased from this brand. They had really cute stuff, but when the shipping came up, the shipping was like $200. Like the more stuff I added to the cart, the higher the shipping was. And in the beginning, when you don't have much money, like you can't spend $200-300 solely on shipping. And I was like, why is it so high? And it was because they said, because it's coming from overseas and blah, 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 blah. It was so, and it wasn't like a scammy website. Like they're very legit, but that's just how some of them are. The shipping is crazy. And I can only imagine like on a larger scale for these brands, like how much their shipping costs. But like, dang. So I purchased some stuff and my shipping was like $150. And I was like, that was enough money for me to get something else, like another item or something. But it was because the more stuff I put, the higher the shipping. And I was like, this is as much as I could pay. So no. So pay attention to the shipping, and have money for shipping, because that is going to be expensive because you are getting a bulk amount of clothes. Another tip, Pay attention to the MOQs, which is the minimum order quantity. So some wholesale places, they might have 222, 111, 321, or 666 or 543, like whatever the amount is. And that's going to tell you that for each size, that's how many you have. So let's say you have a red dress, and this red dress comes in a 1X, a 2X, a 3X, and they have it listed as 333. So you're going to get, 3 3Xs, 3 2Xs, and 3 1Xs. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I try to look for places that don't have a minimum order, or you can kind of just customize it. I like the ones where you can customize it. So you can get however many of each size that you need, and that works for me for both the regular and the plus size. And I believe I have one of the vendors on my ebook. They do have it where you can kind of customize your order. So check it out. Another thing, be familiar with fabric. Get to know and understand fabrics. That is something that I'm still figuring out myself, but I kind of have a good sense of it now. It is hard to do. I will say, I'm gonna give myself credit, because shopping online for clothes for your business is tricky, and you really have to understand fabrics because you're online. You can't go to the store or to the warehouse or the showroom and feel the items. So you have to really use all of your context clues. Didn't we learn that in school? I don't know, but that's what we use. We use our context clues. So another thing is to pay attention to fabrics. I feel like if you're curvy and you're curvy to like fat, I say that I'm both. I'm curvy and I'm fat. So don't get alarmed if I say fat. It's not a bad word. But because that's what I am at the moment. But big people, we know our fabrics pretty much, because we have to put clothes on that fit our big bodies. Big body bins. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. It's been a long day. I worked a full shift at work, and now I'm filming and trying to get this video out to you guys. So if you are watching this video, that means I stayed up for you. Let me focus. So yeah, fabrics. Pay attention to your fabrics. Let's say you see a sweater. You see a sweater on a wholesale site, and it looks cute, and it says 100% acrylic. The thing with acrylic, at least in my case that I've noticed, it's tricky. Acrylic can definitely be stretchy and it can fit, but it can also be extremely itchy. But then it can't be. And sometimes it depends on if it's 100% or it has a blend. That'll depend. So you have to be like, all right, the sweater's cute. I want it for my brand. It says it's 100%. It says that it's 100% acrylic. So I know acrylic does stretch a bit, but then I know it also can be itchy. So I'm going to be taking a risk if I purchase this and it might be itchy. So do that. Or if you see a dress, a beautiful black dress that you see and you say, oh, this looks good for my store. And you'll be like, okay, it says that it's athletic fit and it's, let's say, nylon and spandex. Okay, so this dress has an athletic fit, which means it's going to fit on the body. But it does have nylon and spandex, but also pay attention to which one they put in front, because the one that they put in front for the material is the one that they have the majority of. Nylon does have some stretch in it, but not as much as spandex. So this beautiful black dress that has an athletic fit that's blended with nylon and spandex, it's going to be tight and it'll have some stretch, but it's not going to have too much stretch. So you can kind of get away with it, but just be wary. And you can always Google stuff too. And like I said, I'm not an expert when it comes to figuring out fabrics and things like that. My mom sews and she's very familiar with fabric. So I either ask my mom or I ask Google. That's another thing too. When it comes to wholesale shopping, Google is your best friend, because that's all I literally have done is just Googled everything and anything. You have to do the work. You have to research it. If you don't want to, there are people like myself who give out the information for free. And we have some information that we have you guys purchase because we did the work. I'm just saying. I don't want no hate, because I do the same. Sometimes I don't want to look up stuff and I see someone did it and they have something that they have available for purchase, and I will buy it. So that's all I'm saying. And let's see what else. I should have made a list, but I didn't because I'm on a whim. Because I'm like, it's Vlogmas. We're gonna be casual. We're gonna talk about this. So what else? I would say too, another thing when it comes to shopping online for your clothes, besides you knowing the MOQ, knowing your fabrics a little bit, get familiar with the pictures. If you've been shopping on wholesale sites, and even the ones that I put in my book, some of them, they use pictures off the internet for certain brands. They might take a picture from someone's Instagram, which I don't think is right. It's like, if that's what you made and the person had it on, cool, but like, you shouldn't be taking their picture. Just take a picture if you're selling the item. I don't get that. But some wholesale vendors, you will see that they use pictures off Instagram of girls wearing stuff that is either similar or it probably isn't at all. And then some wholesale companies, they take their own pictures and they have the garments on mannequins, or they'll have a flat lay. So you just have to get familiar with the pictures. And the ones where they take pictures from, Instagram and the internet, I would say if you see something that's cute, ask them, send an email or send a chat or whatever and be like, hey, I'm really interested in this item. Do you have a real photo of it? Can I see a photo of it? Because that's all I do. And then most of the time they will send you a picture. They might do a flat lay, or they have a picture with the mannequin, but they just don't have it on the website. So maybe they just have it just if people request it. But you'd be surprised. A lot of vendors, they will send you a real picture or even a video. And some of them even have YouTubes where they'll showcase the clothes. So you can definitely ask them. Don't be afraid, because you don't want to send your money or give your money to them for a garment that you think you're going to get and it comes back and it's a trash bag. Like those videos where it says what I ordered versus what I got, like in real life. You don't want that to happen to you, especially when you're buying and spending a lot of money for your business, because it's already expensive for one. So be mindful of that when it comes to the pictures. It's almost like if y'all buy hair off AliExpress, you know how they be using all the popular Instagram girls, and it's like they might not have purchased from that brand. And sometimes they do, that they're kind of getting better. But it's like, you see how the hair looks on the Instagram girls, and then when you get the hair, you're like, this looks like some used hair you just sent me, and I don't like that. It's kind of like that sometimes. So just be careful. So what is next? What's next? I had something else. Ooh, yes. Another important thing, I would say even before you dive in and start looking to source your garments and stuff, is to look at their return policy. So depending if you are going to be sending stuff back and it's from a place domestically, sorry, my dad is in there choking, but I think he's okay. My sister's in there if she has to help him. He's not really choking, he's just coughing. Anyways. So whether you're getting, you're buying from a domestic wholesale vendor or you're doing something internationally, look at their return policy, because having to return wholesale items, that's expensive. Babe, that's expensive. You don't want that, because you don't want to be paying all this money for the clothes in the first place, and you get them, you don't like them, and then you got to send them back. But then they say, oh, well, we can give you your money back, but you have to send it to us. And depending how much the shipping is, you're going to lose out on some money. So look at their return policy. If they don't have one on there, maybe don't shop there, because that's weird if they don't. Or if you just can't find it, just send them an email. Be like, hey, I'm interested in shopping at your store for my business. What is your return policy? But most of them, they have their return policy somewhere on a FAQ or whatever. So just get that information. If it seems like it's something that's doable for you, then I would say go ahead and then start diving into sourcing your clothes for your brand. Also, speaking of that, know what you're going to be getting. Kind of have an idea. So you obviously that comes with you figuring out what your brand identity is and what kind of style and vibe you're going for. But just have that in mind. So when you do shop on these brands online, you're not sitting there confused and just overwhelmed. Because I can say, like when it comes to wholesale shopping, some of these brands, they have really good pieces. And it's just so much, and then you kind of just get lost in the sauce and you're like, what am I even looking for? So you don't want to waste your time. So just figure out what you want. Go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, go save some pictures of some inspo and ideas that you want, and then have that out in front of you as reference while you're shopping so you don't get as distracted. So if you see something that doesn't really resonate, you can just keep going. But then sometimes you do see something that's a little different, but you do like it and you might want to try it. So then you can just, you know, put it in your cart or whatever. But just have some kind of idea in mind so when you go on there, you're not aimlessly scrolling and then you're like, I want to buy something and I have no idea now. So that helps too. Another thing is be mindful of the holidays. So domestic and international. So depending where you're going to be shopping, what brand and this and that, most of the brands, at least international, because that's where I've had like to make sure to be mindful of like the timing. They usually in their FAQ page, they'll say, you know, during this time we have this holiday, we're going to be gone, and they be gone for a while. They're not like America where they say you get a weekend and you get your ass back to work. They're like, we got a month off, so peace out. So pay attention to that as well. They'll usually have it on their page like, hey guys, we're going to be off for this amount of time. So if you purchase before, like way before, if you want to get it right away, or if you purchase during, just know you're going to get your stuff shipped out after we come back. Or you can always shop with them after they come back and they're back and open and things like that. So be mindful of that. I keep saying be mindful because it's like in the beginning, it can be overwhelming and you really don't want to be shopping aimlessly and have no idea what's going on, because that's how you will get things that you don't want, spend money that you didn't need to spend, and then waiting forever for product that you don't even know about what's going on. Just pay attention to all of that. So that's kind of all I have for you guys. I know this is kind of out of whack. Like I said, I am so tired. I worked a full shift, but I wanted to get a video out to you guys that was not just like lame. So I thought this would be a really good one to do, and hope you guys can take these tips and use them when you do shopping for your online boutiques. I will have more info below, and I will have more videos like this if you guys are interested. I'm pretty much just sharing all the things that I have learned throughout my journey and putting them out there in the world for you guys, because there's never not enough information that can be going out there to you guys, if that makes sense. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And once again, if you guys are looking to start shopping at least have like 5 vendors you can shop from for your boutiques, I have my vendor list down below, bradleyevette.com. There is a sale, and I've shopped at all those places, and I give you like the details of what kind of styles that they have, all the information, and I give additional like more detailed tips when it comes to shopping wholesale and things that you might want to do and consider. So that's all down below. All right, guys, thanks for this video. I will see you on the next Vlogmas tomorrow. Bye.